that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat.
Hey guys, so welcome back. If you are a new subscriber, welcome to the channel. But if you are a returning subscriber, hey. But today I will be doing a study day, basically just catching up on some homework. I had a test yesterday, but I'm gonna do a study day for the guys and girls that still need help with studying. I'm still gonna show you guys. It's gonna be like a little update of my study tips and skills, but just less of me talking, if that makes sense. We're gonna do it at Starbucks, but I'm still debating on if I want to sit and stay at Starbucks because it honestly be too packed during the day to be doing homework. Sometimes you just have to find like a low-key Starbucks that people barely go to, which is rare. So I might just grab Starbucks and go to the library, because I tend to go to the library as well when I need like a little space outside of home to do work and stuff like that. But I'm gonna take you guys on a little day with me studying, and then we're gonna probably pick up some food before we go to the gym. So stay tuned. Out of 10. This is what I ordered, y'all. White ice mocha with the cream foam, and then Lana cup extra drizzle, caramel drizzle. Gonna do it every time. But yeah, like I said, I went in there. When I tell you everybody had the study spots, like everybody had the study spots. So we are gonna look up a library. I usually go to a library by my house, but they close at like 6. I'm going to one that closes at 10 p.m. because we're trying to get in all the work we can so we can go home and relax. So we're gonna head to the library. So I made it to the campus. This is me trying to find a parking lot. So on this campus, it is very hard to find a parking spot. Like literally, if you want to park close to the school, you have to at least walk a distance. But I did find a parking spot, thank God. It wasn't a parking lot. It was like the side road parking, like how they parked on the side. And I found a parking meter. So I am going to park my car and get out and walk. I got out my car, found my parking spot. This is me walking to the library with my coffee, everything in my hand, and then I made it to the library. This is just a little glimpse of how the library looked, very peaceful. I set my stuff down and we got to work. So this is my check-off list of the things I have to do, and I started on my work. So a lot of people wanted to get a few tips on how I organize my week out to still have time for myself, because guys, it is very important to have time for yourself. Organize your life to where you don't feel so overwhelmed with work and that you still have, free time for yourself. So I always start by first, getting all of my work in order. So for the week, I would split my days up into where I have just one day doing homework, completely homework, nothing else but homework. Another day I'll probably do, studying, making study guides for my exams, or just adding notes to my notebook. Or then I have another day where I would just rest, like completely do nothing. Don't think about nothing. Don't try to do nothing. Just rest my mind and reset. So that is very important. So you have to break your days up to where you have certain days where you do certain stuff. Like, don't just sit there and try to do a whole bunch of different things in one day, if that makes sense. Like, dedicate your days to certain things. And I started to do that, and I realized the results that I got out of it is I got more done, for number one. Got more done. I was able to study more and be able to retain the information that I'm, writing down on my notes, studying. I was able to retain better. And then also resting your rest day. I actually felt good on my rest day. Like, I didn't feel like oh my gosh, I still need rest. I felt like I reset it. So I feel like going through those days and splitting up my days to where I think I need to do this on this certain day, like having days dedicated, that has helped me a lot. The next thing that I get questions on is, okay, cool, how do you study? So I study based off the material that my professors give us. So every professor is different, every school is different, every organization is different. So you have to find a pattern of how you would take your instructors' information material, all of the notes and PowerPoints that they give you, and how would you create your own study guide. So I learned that reading a book is very important. I don't know if you guys read textbooks, but I was not a big textbook person in high school. I hated reading a textbook. I hated opening a book. I always wanted things straightforward to me. But as I got into nursing school, I noticed that you have to open your textbook and actually read, because reading is fundamental. And the more you read, the more you understand. In nursing school, you have to understand a lot. It's like everything come at you left and right, but you have to know how to put all of that together and still be able to retain the information and get what you need out of it. So I would say, number one, start reading your textbooks. If my professor give me PowerPoints, I would compare my PowerPoints from my textbook, because usually the PowerPoints that they make are usually straight from the textbook. And the exams that we take are usually questions from the textbook, like information pulled from the textbook. So getting a textbook and reading your textbook, I would say, help a lot. So if that tip helped you, I would say do the same thing. Another tip I have for you guys that I said in my previous video on studying and tips like that is color code your notes. Color coding my notes has gotten me so far, because I like things yelling at me. I can't just write everything in one color. So writing them in colored helped me understand, like, okay, this might be important. This might be on a test. This is something I need to know. So color coding my notes was very, very helpful this semester as well. And guys, the biggest thing I would also say is change your environment. I noticed as I started studying at Starbucks or started studying at the library, I got way more things done than when I'm at home, comfortable on my couch or comfortable in my bed. I noticed that as we get comfortable, we tend to get sidetracked. I'll either be on my phone or I'll be having a million things running through my mind. So change your environment. It helped me a lot. Start going out to, the park or anywhere with Wi-Fi, like library or Starbucks, because you get a lot of things done. And that concludes everything, guys. I finished all of my checkoff items on my to-do list for homework, and I also added a few notes to my study guide. But we are about to head out and go get some food. As you can tell, it is dark outside. We stayed at this library from sun up to sundown, y'all. That is how you finish a study day. But I am about to head downtown. If you have not been to Mike's Chicken yet, y'all, come to Mike's Chicken. If you're in Dallas and have not been, when I tell you 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. But I am about to head home. But like I always tell you guys, thanks for watching, and do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Bye.
You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that,